Deborah here from the Prep Pursuit. Welcome to my channel. The #1 New Year's resolution is to get fit and focused. So I figured now would be as appropriate a time as any to talk about proper gym etiquette. Just how you should carry yourself when you're at the gym working out, especially if it's crowded. The more people that are in the gym, the more confusing and annoying sometimes it can get, but that's the most important time that you should conduct yourself as a lady. Now, as I talk about in my videos, there is a difference between a woman and a lady. Every female is a woman, but not every woman is a lady. A lady is defined as a woman who is polite, refined, and well-spoken in all encounters with others. Now, today's topic is pretty important, and honestly, I've seen more than one person to violate some of these tips I'm going to give you today. So hopefully you won't be one of the people to violate them in the future going forward. Now, the first 2 tips for gym etiquette are going to be related to taking a class. So if you're taking a kickboxing class or a yoga class or a spinning class, there's so many fun classes to take, but these 2 tips will definitely help you navigate the waters very smoothly and appropriately to respect the others in the class and the instructor. Now, the first tip is, of course, point blank. It's very obvious, but pay attention. I have a couple of friends that are fitness instructors, and nothing irks them more than when they're in front of a room full of people and there's 2 or 3 cackling in the back, giggling, talking about what they had last night for dinner or their family drama and gossip. Ladies, you know that you should not be gossiping anyway, but you also know that you should be paying attention when you're in class. Whether you pay for a gym membership or you pay for a bar class, a yoga class, whatever the class is, it's not only about getting your money's worth, but it's about respecting the instructor in front of the room. So pay attention, listen, watch what they're doing, make sure that you're in that moment, because you can talk to your friends after. That's the perfect excuse to go and get a smoothie after a workout with your friends, but while you're in class, pay attention to what's going on in the room. The second tip is going to be make sure that you put your phone away. Again, you have to be in the moment. If it's a 5 a.m. spinning class, I've seen people pull out their phones and that bright screen is going to be distracting to all of us in the room, especially because it's dark, right? So you can check Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WeChat, or whatever else you're on later, and when you're in a class, be in the class. Put your phone away. Tuck it in your locker, in your tote bag, in your purse, in your car, but don't have it out when you are in a gym class because it's rude. It's distracting to the teacher, it's distracting to the other people in the class, and honestly, you're there to get a workout. You're not there to check Facebook, so you can check it later. Now, the next couple of tips are going to be when you're just around the gym, whether you're using free weights or weighted machines, but these tips will definitely help you along the way. Okay, the first tip is going to be when you are done using a machine, you want to do 2 things. First, you want to put the weights away. How annoying is it to go up to a weighted machine and you have to take off these wheel little weights? Like, you just want to go put the weight on, do your workout, and move on to whatever else you're going to do. You don't want to have to sit there and take off 100 pounds, do you? Well, guess what? The person working out after you doesn't want to either. So when you're done using a machine, make sure you take the weights off and put them back in the appropriate place. Leaving dumbbells lying around the gym is rude and it's not appropriate, ladies. You know better. I know you do. So even if you're in a rush, maybe that means grab the free weights and stand close to the area that they go back so that you don't have to walk too far and take them across the room and then take them all the way back to put them back where they go in their proper place. The second tip for using weighted machines is to make sure you wipe them down when you're done. Most gyms either have a spray or wipes that have antibacterial on them, so you want to make sure you wipe things down when you're done. That goes for cardio machines too. I love using the Stairmaster, and every time after I do it, I wipe the handlebars down, I wipe down the screen, the buttons, because no one wants to get on a machine and do their workout covered in someone else's sweat, right? Exactly. So make sure that you are putting away your weights when you're done and also wiping things down to keep them nice and clean and tidy for the next person coming up. Okay, so now we're on to another tip, and this one is about common courtesy. If the gym is really crowded and there's a lot of people, you can tell because while you're on maybe the treadmill or the elliptical, you see there's almost a line forming around the corner somewhere. So be mindful of that, pay attention, and if you can tell that other people are waiting, either let them take a turn while you are maybe doing a set of something else if you're using a weighted machine, and if you're doing cardio, try to keep it to 20 to 30 minutes and then hop off so that someone else can have a turn. Now, January is going to be the most packed month of the year with people in the gym. So this is a really important tip to just keep in mind when you're at the gym and it's pretty crowded. There's a lot of people all around. So make sure that you're just mindful of how long you're using something, and if someone wants a turn, make sure that you are allowing them to just use that weighted machine and get their workout in too, and you guys can take turns because sharing is caring. Okay, the last tip for gym etiquette is listening to your music or talking on the phone. Now, if you're going to talk on the phone, you should probably do it in the locker room or just step outside the building for a minute. But if you've got a quick call to make or you have to answer something really quickly, the locker room or the restroom is the perfect place to do that. If you are sitting next to me on the elliptical and you're just talking on the phone and I'm sitting here trying to work out, I'm going to get perturbed. It's distracting and I'm trying to be in the zone, I'm trying to work out and get my grind on, but if you're sitting there talking about, The Bachelor and who is Nick going to choose, which Jasmine, because there's 2 Jasmines this season, then come on. I mean, you're throwing me off here. So just use the phone in the locker room or the restroom, or just not at all when you're at the gym. I don't even take my phone in with me. I've got my iPod and my little headphones, and I'm just so focused on just getting a good workout in, having some quiet time to just reflect and listen to music, power through. But I mean, if you've got to take your phone in, you definitely can. Just be mindful of where you are using it so that you don't distract anyone else. The last tip is your music. If you're going to listen to music, take earphones, please. I was at the gym just a couple of days ago, and these 2 guys were standing in the middle of this mirror with the mat on the floor. They were blaring their phone, and the music was on the loudspeaker and it was on the highest volume, and I was wondering why they didn't pack earphones. I understand they maybe wanted to share the music. I work out at LA Fitness. We have a ton of racquetball rooms, we've got a large multi-purpose room, and we've got a room for spinning classes. If you're going to play music on the loudspeaker without earphones, which I don't recommend you do, but if you're going to, get a private room because you don't want to disturb anyone else. So just make sure that you're mindful of your music volume and take earphones. There are some great options with cords, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth options. You've got a lot of choices. So plug in, please. I'm asking you nicely, please, on behalf of all of us, because no one else really wants to hear your music. And even if it's our favorite song too, it's conflicting with the music we're playing or our thoughts or just our workout overall. So please take your headphones when you go to the gym. Now, I want to hear about your favorite gym experience and maybe your worst if you've got one. Hopefully not, but definitely leave a comment below for me because I love to see what other people are doing, what other people are living and experiencing. So feel free to leave me a note and I'll be checking. Now, thank you for joining me today. I enjoyed your time, and I will see you again in another video about style, etiquette, and culture to help you live a chic and polished life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I'm posting videos every single week and you don't want to miss anything. I've got a lot of really good things coming up. So make sure you stay tuned and keep an eye out because more posts are coming soon and it's very exciting. I will see you again in another video. Have a great day and make it a great week. Bye!